Hello, hello. How are we today? I feel like I'm forgetting something for some reason. What am I? Hello, hello. How are we today? Okay, now why do I hear I feel like I'm myself? Forgetting something for some reason. What am I? Now, why do I hear myself? Why do I hear myself? Um, hello, hello. Close tab. Okay. Why am I lagging? Why am I already, bro? Why am I already lagging? Dude, what is wrong with Okay, am I still lagging? Okay, are you guys still here? Okay. Oh, I'm moving back to my room, bro. Stupid. Jeez. Bro, why has my internet got to cut off at the worst time? Mm. Okay, now that that's now that that's fixed, how are we doing? As on As I said on Sunday, we are doing a four-part live stream series where I rank everything in TAU. Tornado Alley Ultimate. On everything in Tornado Alley Ultimate. Um, on Sunday, I ranked all items in Tornado Alley Ultimate. And today I'm gonna be ranking bonus disasters in Tornado Alley Ultimate. So I'm sure you guys know I'm sure you guys know about disasters that happen after the round, like tornado's over, yippee! Oh, now there's a tsunami, where all the pay-to-win elite players get an unfair advantage. I'm sure we all enjoy those. Today, I'm gonna be ranking all of them. All of them. Allow your Allow yourselves to criticize my opinions. I really don't care. Just give me feedback. Uh-oh, 9.9 tsunami warning because diamond jump. Uh-oh, 6.7 tsunami warning because Hector jumped. I'm just kidding. When Hector jumps, he breaks the sound barrier. When you jump, Hector, you break the sound barrier. Okay. Okay, I've done enough stalling. Let's get to the point. Also, tomorrow I'm ranking maps in TAU. On Friday, I'm ranking game modes. All game modes. Prepare yourselves for my controversial opinions. First, we got Zombie Invasion. Starting out strong. Yikes. Hmm. Zombie Invasion. Let me think about this. Okay, so Zombie Invasion. First of all, it lasts like 7 minutes, about 6 to 7 minutes. Haha. Second, the zombies are so annoying. The zombie plus gas cloud combination is so annoying. I I can't even I can't even jump to avoid the zombies without suffocating to death in the clouds, bro. And and third, like the entire the entire disaster is just running away from zombies. That's it. There's no defense against zombies. There's there's no defense against zombies. There's no items items to use to defend yourself. Nothing. Just running away from NPCs. Just running away from NPCs that aren't even smart enough to climb up a ladder. Hmm. I'm gonna put Zombie Invasion in C. The only thing saving it from a D is that, in my opinion, it's just a cool concept. Like the apocalypse concept of like zombies chasing you around trying to kill you. It's something that every disaster game requires. So that's great. I mean bats don't do anything. Bats don't do anything. Best thing you can use bats for is breaking through windows to get to items, and even then you can just no clip through the wall. That pink zombie is annoying. I think the big purple one is annoying, if I remember correctly. Basically, Stuckly favorite game mode except no tornado and also gas cloud. Yes, and yes, correct. Up next, we have Volcano. Volcano. You guys remember when the lava blocks from Volcano used to one shot? That was so annoying. If we were still in that time period, Volcano would be in a D, bro. Volcano would be a D, but I like a bunch of the volcano names. They're just goofy. Like Like you could have you could have the most goofy volcano name like Mount Giggle a Dinga Giggle or something. I don't know. I don't freaking know. Does super volcano count for points though? Uh, Mount Olympus. Olympus Mons is a real mountain. Olympus Mons is a real volcano. It is the largest volcano we have discovered. So, can that annoys me, bro. Every time in the game I see Mount Olympus Mons, I just sigh and read the chat because I I know some I know some annoying kids out there are going to be shouting, Mount Olympus! It's Olympus! Not saying it's you, but I'm just saying. You'd say yes, Count Super. Mount Diamond X hate Mount Diamond X hates one and loves Time Bomb Terror. Mount Hector hates Newbert. Okay, so hmm, for the normal volcano, it it can take like 15 seconds. On one hand, some volcanoes can take like 15 seconds. While on the other hand, you got volcanoes lasting like 10 minutes. I kid you not. Hmm. Volcanoes kind of just a bland disaster. There could be so much more to the volcano disaster, and I'm sure we'll get to see that in Disaster Rally, but in the end, in the end, volcano is just a giant earth pebble coming out of the ground and spewing glowing cubes that damage you for some reason. It's bland. It's just really bland. Uh, for Lava Surge, Lava Surge kind of just comes out of nowhere. There could be more expansion on that concept. I'm just gonna leave Volcano in B. I think that's fair. Volcano is carried by the theme, not gonna lie. Uh, Volcano theme is alright. Not the best thing in the game. There's much better, but it's decent. For Super Volcano, that theme is intense. That theme is intense, and there could be a lot more to Super Volcano, but really it's just all it is just faster faster eruptions. That's really it. There's not there's not much more to to the Super Volcano. So yeah, we're gonna leave that in B. Next up, we got Black Hole. Black Hole from BFDI. I'm just kidding. Mmm, Black Hole. What do you guys think about Black Hole? I want to hear your guys' opinions on Black Hole. In my opinion, black holes are just black holes are just like a messy concept. They just consume the entire map, which I get it. That's their purpose, but at the same time, like, how do these black how do these black holes not just completely consume the Earth? Like, I don't understand that. Of course, Tornado Alley Ultimate Logic. Black hole is good unless Doomsday with Televille 2013 for the first disaster. It really depends on the map. It's like situational. Hmm, I do agree on that one. But at the same time, if you do get black hole on a map like Televille or Metropolis or Starlight Forest, that that's on you. In in the end, the map, depending on the map, it just serves as a variable challenge. You would say top of B. It's really it's really Cu. Yeah, it's really Sui. The first part is really like boring. There could be much more to the first part. The first part is just black holes consuming the map, and like there are black holes that are like 3/4 the size of the map. Could be like 3/4 the size of the map and cover your entire screen, and yet it doesn't even try to pull you in. And at the same and at the same time, all you got to do is stand in the corner and spam your healing items. Like that's really it. That's really all there is to black hole. For celestial debris, celestial debris. Hmm, I like it. I think I think that's really the only good part of about black holes. Like it makes it intense, you know. The first part is really boring until the celestial debris comes. Then you gotta lock in. Oh yeah, and the names for the black holes, there's only like six of those. There's only like there's only like six names for the black holes. And they're not even unique. Like nobody's gonna remember the name TAU-9803. That's not memorable. Or names like RBLX-8701. I can tell the disaster probably was kind of rushed. Very easy to get comboed. I mean, as long as you stay near the corner, you're fine. I'm gonna leave it at the bottom of B tier. The only reason I'm not putting it in C tier is because I just like the concept of black holes. I like space related disasters. They're just fun. I like the idea of those. Next up, lava flood. Lava flood. The first artificial disaster. Wait a minute, did I leak something? Okay, no, never mind. Uh, lava flood is just lava flood is just a recoloring of the normal flood. And also, when's the last time you've ever seen somebody actually summon a lava flood? That's how that's how like if we're gonna have a recolored version of Flood, we could at least we could at least oh what's the word I'm looking for? We could at least be a bit more immersive with that concept. I'm gonna put this in C. It's just it's just boring. It's original, but at the same time unoriginal. It's just a recolored Flood that does a little more that does a little more damage. That's all there is to it. You're trying to think what's the top killer in Tart besides the ancient disasters? Definitely alien invasion. That's definitely alien invasion. Unless you're counting meteors, which wipes half wipes half the server in phase one because they all suck at the game. Huh. Next up we got atomic bomb. Atomic bomb. Hmm. With at uh in certain situations, the clock just gives us too much time. Like we get in the shelter and then we're waiting another 30 seconds. Waiting another 30 seconds. And then it just kills all the AFK players. When it does have a short timer, like 20 seconds, that's intense. That's intense. That's intense to have to get across the map and get in the shelter in with a time limit with a time limit of yeah, with a time limit of 20 seconds. And even if you don't get in the shelter, there should be ways to survive the atomic bomb. For example, you see survivors of bomb incidents. Hiroshima, for example. There should just be if you don't get in the shelter, there should be a way to survive it while still in the map. Like if you go under a very protective structure, I don't I don't even know I don't even know like what places you would hide in to survive an atomic bomb, but I'm sure there are a few. That would be something cool to add to Disaster Rally. I'll a- I'll actually I'll actually submit that idea to Billy in the Wobob Discord server. I just gave myself the perfect idea. Okay, but for the disaster itself, we'll put it in A tier. It's chill. It's chill. I like it. Cool fade to the logo. Although I think, like, for example, the alert, like, the screen glitching before the countdown to get in the shelter begins, there could be, like, an expansion on that, because the only people who really pay attention to that stuff is, like, completely new players. Once you get used to it, it's just not interesting anymore to, like, follow what actually happens in the roleplay messages. That could be a bit more unique and expanded upon. Um, back explanation for other disasters. Okay. Um, black hole is bland. Only thing saving it is the celestial debris. I think that's cool. Um, lava flood is just a recoloration of the normal flood, so that's getting a C tier. And atomic bomb, it's just chill. I like it. Alien invasion. Alien invasion. Yikes. Alien invasion. I hate you. You're gonna have to go in the D tier. Tsunami! I'm just kidding. Okay, I know a bunch of you guys probably know how much I hate Alien Invasion. Here's why. Uh, um, um, okay, bad idea now that I think about this. When you get abducted, right? When you get abducted and you have to click really fast, that that is genuinely the most annoying thing ever. I understand. I understand the concept of like spam clicking for a disaster. It makes it intense. It expands the gameplay concept a little bit, right? But it's really, really buggy. I could click like, click like 10 times in a second, and none of them will process through. And then I just die. Like, it's especially annoying in situations like Doomsday or Tartarus. Especially Tartarus. Aliens come, you get abducted, you try to click your way out, but none of your clicks are going through. The game is just zoning out on you. The game is just zoning out on you. It doesn't even care about the fact that you're clicking to save your life, and it just kills you right there. Any people who gets out abduction less than 2 fingers? I used to play TAU on mobile, of course, so I'd usually use 2 fingers, but I've sometimes done it with 1 finger. What's the worst luck is alien abduction, then question blocking, then you die because the question blocks the button. I've I don't remember having that problem before, but I can see that how that would be like really annoying. Actually, I think I do remember this one time where I was about, actually several times where I was running, then a question pops up, then I stop and like process it through my head, and while I'm processing the question through my head, I just randomly start getting abducted and flying in the air. Then I answer the question, and then with the little time I have left, I actually successfully click my way out for some lucky reason. That happened the last heart you were in? Dang. I'm okay, and there could be like more variety on the types of UFOs. Like I know about like the red laser beam that destroys everything. I know the green abduction beam, but for the blue and yellow beams, the yellow beam is just a weaker version of the red laser beam, and the blue beam, the blue beam just has like I don't see the blue beam often, and it has like a small hitbox. It should be able to have like a bigger hitbox to destroy more objects. And there could be more like concepts of types of UFO beams. Like there could be a pink beam that there could be a pink beam that takes away all your items. That would be interesting. Billy, you should hire me to think about disaster alley ideas. That would be amazing. I'm gonna put this yeah, bottom C tier. Okay, I know I say I hate alien invasion so much, but in reality it's just like for the joke. My honest opinion on alien invasion, I would probably put it at the top of C tier. I really want to like alien invasion, but there's just so many factors within that disaster that just it's not happening. Alien invasion can needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of work. We'll say that. Diamond, do I have three fingers or seven toes? Why? Where does that? How does one think of that question? Why does my brain thought of rainbow beam that makes that's crazy. There should be an April Fool's update in Disaster Alley where they add that. Okay, for the next one, tsunami. Immediate S tier. If you're trying to grind survivals fast, tsunami is your go-to. If you're trying to like grind survivals fast and get on the monthly leaderboard, you go to this disaster. This this is hands down the best bonus disaster I have ever seen in TAU. Hands down the best one. Absolute cinema. It's fast, it's easy, it's really helpful if you're trying to grind. You got a shower, something I don't do. Excuse me. I I showered I showered yesterday. Diamond, what's my top 5? Oh, I accidentally pinned that message. My bad. What's my top 5 game modes in Tornado Alley Ultimate? You're gonna have to wait until Friday for that. I'm ranking bonus disasters right now. So if you wanna see me rank game modes in TAU like Tartarus, Doomsday, Toastnado, you have to tune in Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be there and I will be ranking all the game modes in the game. Time Bomb Terror is number one. Watch. Just because you said that, I'm gonna put Noob NATO in number one, okay? Tsunami. The only flaw with Tsunami is like it can be easy. There's a whole bunch of like advantages to it. Un there's a whole bunch of unfair advantages to it. Like for example, for example, the elite coil. Um, like if a new player is trying to like climb a tower to save themselves from the tsunami, it takes them like 20 seconds to get them up that tower. Meanwhile, meanwhile, a person with an elite coil just like hop up to the top of the building in like 5 seconds. It just gives an unfair advantage. I don't like it. Pollution. Pollution. Um. Okay, now this is gonna be very. This could be very controversial. Um. I'm putting this in A tier. I'm putting pollution in A tier, guys. I know how much so many people absolutely hate pollution, despise pollution. I disagree. In the For one, in the original Art of Balance 3 presentation, like dang, 3 years ago, um when pollution was first introduced, there was like this whole lore segment. Okay, my parents were up. My parents were walking by. Okay. Diamond, I'm not forgetting, or you're not forgetting about the time you made me wear a outfit twice for out healing pollution. Uh, yeah, that happened. I am Hector, and Hey, we're not saying that in my live chat, okay? We're not saying that in my live chat. Okay, back on track. In that presentation, when pollution was first introduced, there was like this whole lore segment, which included like I don't even remember what it was. It's just it was just like a cool story concept that like could have had more to it. Back on track from back on track from Geometry Dash. Get out. And second of all, trying to race everybody trying to race everybody to the box of masks is is a challenge. Uh I can't focus. I can't focus. I can't focus. I'm sweating for some reason. What else do I say? Uh and thirdly, even if you don't get a mask, like trying to out heal pollution is an intense challenge. Intense but very enjoyable challenge. Although it definitely something like that would definitely not happen in real life, it just adds to gameplay. It really adds to gameplay. If you can't breathe, just breathe. Exactly. Exactly. How do we not think of this? How do we not think of this? If you can't breathe, just breathe. What do you need a gas mask for? Just breathe. Hector, Hector, people like you are the reason why we invented gas masks. It's because you smell so bad. Meteors! Meteors. If I breathe, I breathe. Meteors. I like the logo. Just quick note, I like the logo. Unless we have lung infection, well, I'm sick right now and I can't stop coughing. So, yeah. Meteors. The meteors disaster is, like, really slow. I definitely think I definitely think the meteors could go much faster. If meteors are meatballs, why don't people just eat them? Exactly, bro. Big backs like Hector would. Meteors. I like the atmosphere for meteors. It's not realistic, but it just it just adds to the vibe. Don't you just love getting flung over the map by meteors? Like a meteor hits you and then you just fly over the borders to your death. That's fun. I'm gonna put this bottom of A tier. That sounds reasonable. People like Diamond Egg would do. Excuse me. Yeah, yeah, you go cry. Go cry yourself. Go cry me a river, Clanker. But we are breathing in game modes, and because of pollution, you can't due to the air quality so bad. Yeah. Hurricane. Hurricane. It can it can same thing for volcano. It can either take like 30 seconds or it'll take like 20 minutes. For the gameplay aspect, um storm surges are fun. Storm surges are fun. The debris never really hits you. There should be like a slight aimbot on hurricane debris. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. There should be a slight aimbot on hurricane debris because, like, the debris never actually hits players. So, if we just had a slight aimbot on the debris, not like, not like to where the hurricane is like insanely targeting players, but just like it's flying, it's flying through the air and it curves towards the player. It could be it could be a challenge of like trying to dodge the debris. Billy make it so people have lung disease if they manage to survive pollution without healing, and then make so they lose health the next round because of the lung disease. That's that's actually a cool idea. That's actually a cool idea. I'm gonna submit that to Billy sometime. Without healing. I meant without a gas max. Okay, why can't I pronounce the word mask when I'm talking and I just like I I can never pronounce the word mask properly. I just say max. Every t- every time I'm talking, I just mispronounce it and I just say the word max. Like why can I never pronounce the word masks? I don't know, it's just weird. Why is the word mask spelled like that to begin with? Why is it pronounced like that? I'm gonna stop complaining about the English dictionary and focus on uh ranking flood. Flood? Hmm, it's decent. I'm gonna put it top of B. It's decent, kind of boring, but if pay to win elite coils bruh, if pay to win elite coils weren't a thing, Diamond on board, put some Subway servers gameplay. I'm gonna killing you. Um, If if freaking pay to win elite coils didn't exist, I could see it being a challenge to like run as fast as you can and get to high ground. If pay to win never existed, I would like it better. Hello, Pixel. I am currently I am currently ranking Flood. Hello, Dandy. Your message got flagged for some reason, but I just approved it. So okay. Next up, we have no Acid Rain. Okay. Uh, wait. I can't put it back. I can't put it back. No, I can't put it back, bro. Diamond, what was your biggest rage in Tornadoes Alley Ultimate? Uh, when I forgot to reset while waiting for Tartarus, so my 20,000th survival wasn't Tartarus, but it was actually Rain Wrapped. S tier, please. S tier now, please. Nuh-uh. I'm not putting that in S tier, bro. Wait, where was Flood? Okay, I think it was right there. Wait a minute. I think that's a different dandy, y'all. That's a different dandy. For Avalanche. 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 I'm leaving this in D tier, and you can. I'm leaving this in D tier. I'm leaving this in D tier, and you guys already know all the reasons why. It's not Tailsboy 3090. Exactly like just because somebody just because somebody shares the same name as someone else doesn't mean they are that person. They are a different person. Put Avalanche in S tier. I'm gonna put Noob NATO in F tier. On Friday, I'm replacing this with S tier and I'm putting Noob NATO in there. How's that? I don't know why. Tell me. Okay. Well, first of all, it lasts 45 minutes. It is the same. You don't send slurs in my chat, buddy. Watch your language? Now you be quiet, Hector. Okay, for Avalanche, first of all, it takes 45 minutes. Second of all, cold search is the worst thing ever. Third of all, you gotta go back and forth between between going to the top of the mountain when it's cold surge and going to the surface of the map when it's doing super avalanche. Like, can we at least shorten avalanche? It's annoying. It's annoying and I hate it. Cold surge is peak. Yeah, noob. Yeah, noob NATO is trash. Acid rain. Oh, yeah, acid rain. Don't ask what that gibberish was, by the way. The only plus Ava's just a snooze fest. I agree. The only thing that kind of saves it is the theme. Ah, I'm kind of in the middle with the Avalanche theme. For Avalanche, the cold birch. What is a cold birch? The cold surge bug is so annoying. Wasn't that bug removed wasn't that removed like a year ago? Acid Rain. If you were a TAU player for Holiday Bash in 2023, you know why. Yeah, 2023. That was like one or two it was removed like 1 or 2 years ago, buddy. Acid Rain. It's short. It's short. A bit too vibrant. It's a bit too vibrant green, in my opinion. For gameplay, uh, it's cool. When you're when you're hiding when you're hiding under a building and it just collapses and like you're trying as fast as you can you're trying as fast as you can to get to the nearest structure. That's intense. I like the intensity. I like the intensity of that of Acid Rain. I'll put that Acid Rain is underrated. I'll put that in A tier. Cold Surge Bug is hello? I heard something on my laptop. Gang, should I be worried? The cold surge bug is when a cold surge happens, but sometimes the cold surge will stay there and takes damage. It will be forever until the map ends. So yeah, like the cold surge bug, when a cold surge happens, it looks like it went away, but the cold surge itself goes away, but like the hitbox stays in place. It doesn't move until the end of the round. I think it might have I think it might have even carried over to like the next rounds. I think it might have even carried over to the next rounds. So like the cold surge would go away, but the hitbox is still there. And when you stay close to the surface, it would take damage. But that concludes my bonus disaster tier list. We got the GOAT Tsunami in S tier. It's fast. It's fast. It's good for survival grinds. It's easy. Worst one is Avalanche. It takes 40 minutes. Cold Surge is annoying. Going back and forth between staying on the Avalanche Mountain and staying on the ground is annoying. Super Avalanche is annoying. The entire the entire disaster is annoying. I hate it. Also, like Atomic Acid Rain is kind of chill depending on which map. Atomic Acid Rain? You mean Acid Rain? It's not called Atomic Acid Rain. It's called Acid Rain, Clanker. But yeah, that's my tier list. Let me know your guys' opinion. Let me know your guys' opinions in the comments. I would love to hear them. We got no comments last time, so I really want to hear you guys' thoughts and even ideas for like Disaster Alley. Like when all the when at least most of these disasters get implemented into Disaster Alley, I want to hear your guys' ideas for like gameplay concepts. And I'll share them with Billy too. And hey, maybe he might include them. Who knows? He's very open to suggestions. Buddy, I'm too lazy. Yeah, you've always been. If 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 anybody disagrees with me for my opinions, uh I respect that. I respect your opinion. I respect criticisms. Also, on tomorrow, tomorrow Thursday, um I'm gonna be ranking all all like 46 maps from TAU. So trying to save all 46 images and pasting them here is gonna be quite torturous. I wanna see you guys I wanna see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna have a lot of opinions on these maps. Especially maps like Televille or Super Epic Land or Starlight Forest. Those are going to be interesting. And then on Friday is the grand finale uh to my tier list series. All game modes from Tornado Alley Ultimate, private and public server game modes. You're going to get to see gonna get to see all my ups and downs on game modes like Tartarus, like Taiji2, like um low gravity, Newbert. So I want to tomorrow and Friday. Yeah, tomorrow and Friday. So I will see you guys tomorrow and Friday. Make sure you make sure you stay updated for what's coming up. I will see you